Hello my friends, I'm Al and welcome back to Al's Vinyl Collection. Today we're going to be carrying on with the Sound Engineer Hears X for the First Time series, which is one of my favourites on the channel now. Before we get into this video, I just want to say very quickly that over 95% of people who watch these videos are not subscribed. Now, subscribing is free. You can always unsubscribe later if you don't enjoy the content, but I'm trying to create this community here where we can share songs, we can listen to songs together, and we can find new music together. I'm listening to new songs. It would be awesome if you could listen to some new songs too through my channel, maybe find something you enjoy. So yeah, as I said, it's free to unsubscribe, but it really helps my channel out massively, and I would really greatly appreciate it if you could consider it. Now, you might want to shoot me for this video. I understand if you do. I can almost feel the comments coming, frankly. I can see a wave of probably somewhat angry folk on the horizon already. I've never sat down and listened to Hotel California in its entirety. Now I know Hotel California. I know the chorus. I know the chorus because there are people down my road who enjoy having very loud parties at 4 AM, and Hotel California usually always ends up being the one on full volume on a speaker when I'm trying to sleep between shifts. Not that I'm holding a grudge. I know this has a very iconic guitar solo. I know it's probably one of the most popular songs to play at parties. I've never listened to it. So without further ado, we're going to listen to Hotel California. I'm going to talk about the production. I want you guys to talk about the lyrics in the comments. And together, we're going to come together and create one whole picture of this song. So let's see where this takes us. Just very quickly, that shaker in the far left stereo field, beautiful, rattlesnake feeling to hell.
said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. And in the master's chambers, they're gathered for the feast. They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to find the passage back to the place I was before. Relax, said the night man, we are programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's all I have to say to start with. That double track guitar solo is so interesting. Brilliant musically. A brilliant solo, but also so interesting to have a double track solo. It was very apparent at the end there, but I did point when it started. I did little two. There was it was very low in the mix in the right channel, which is very interesting. Now, I did also try and point out to myself, really, very early on, there was a really lovely percussive addition there with brushes on a snare drum, panned hard left in the stereo field, and very low in the mix. But really nice, a really nice little touch. So when you're listening to it, you just pick up on it, you know. And it didn't go out through the whole. It didn't go on through the whole song. It was sparsely used, and that's brilliant. It added something to the production, added something to the song without detracting from what was going on already. The acoustic guitars, beautiful. I tried to count how many there were. It sounded at one point like there were 3 different acoustic guitars, but I think maybe it was 2. But they were panned also beautifully across the stereo field. Really beautiful, lovely use. What I will say is that this mix sounded expensive. It's probably the best way I can put this. I think every inch of real estate within the stereo field, within this soundscape, was being used by something. Especially, the percussion, the drums were panned beautifully as well. I do really enjoy. I love mono panning with drums. You can't go wrong with it. But I also love when the soundscape is utilized by percussion. It's just creative and it just tickles my brain. I don't know. But also the vocals, very interesting with this song. I expected the vocals to be a little more up front. They were, I'd say, mid-center in this mix, almost on the border of pushing slightly further back. And it was interesting that the backing vocals were about the same level in the mix, which you typically don't get with backing vocals. Backing vocals tend to be a lot lower than the main vocal and are just there to support it, whereas these were almost on par in the mix, which is really interesting. Really interesting. I would almost go out on a limb here and say that that was probably one of the best usage or use cases, sorry, of layered guitars in, I'd say, classic rock. I was quite blown away by that guitar solo, I think. And as I think a lot of people are, I know this song is famous for its guitar solo, but I'm just trying to recount in classic rock other use cases of kind of a layered guitar, either solo or layered guitars like this. And we're not talking panned left and right, we're panning on top of one another. You know, they're almost fighting for space. It was almost like we were listening to a brawl of guitars in the best way possible. But yeah, no, that was beautiful. That was really beautiful. There was just so much going on. There was so much going on. And within a 6-minute song, it can be quite hard to recount your thoughts about the whole thing. But I think sonically it's a very interesting song. And I would like to check out more of the Eagles. I only know Take It Easy. So probably says something, right? I need to listen to more Eagles. If there are more songs you want me to listen to, please let me know. Please, so what I said at the start of this video is it rings true. I've listened to the song sonically, and I will listen to this and look at the lyrics. Lyrically, it was a brilliant song, you know? I liked that you can check out, but you can never leave. That's great. I like the lyrics a lot. But please let me know your thoughts on the lyrics, your interpretations, and also your interpretations on the production if you have any. Together, we can create this communal image for the song and, you know, complete the big picture. As I mentioned at the start of this video, if you haven't subscribed already, but you enjoyed the content and you want to see more content like it, or if you, like me, hearing these songs for the first time, want to hear some songs for the first time yourself, please subscribe to the channel. Stick around. Join me on future videos and we can discuss this together. Yeah. But thank you so much for joining me with this video, if I can get my words out. It's been a pleasure to have you, and it's been a pleasure to listen to this brilliant song. And hopefully I will catch you in the next video.